Is me and Brittany were sitting in bed, and we saw one of Amberlynn's posts talking about masculine women. And Brittany looked at me, and I looked at her, and I was like, what if I messaged her? Right? So our first message was, I was like, I think I said like masculine women question mark or something like that. And she messaged me back.
So, what had happened is after the boohoo breakup with wifey, we have been avid watchers, Hater Nation, for years.
Oh.
So, I told Erica, we follow everybody, all of them. I told Erica, I said, I wonder if you message her if she would reply. She's like, I don't know, let's try. So she actually did respond. It took her less than 5 minutes.
She did ask if I was with anyone, and so I had talked to Brittany, and I was like, what should I tell her? And Brittany was like, tell her that, like, we're still technically married, but that, we aren't, like, technically together, but we're, like, by law still married. So I gave her that story and rode with it for a while. And
little backstory to this, though, we had, we were, Amber Lynn was very much aware that I was in the picture. Let's get that really clear. She knew the whole time that I was in the picture.
Yes.
So when you first reached out to her after she had ended things with wifey in the summer of last year, you made it known that you were married reaching out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we are not a married couple she was intertwined with.
Sorry, say that one more time.
I said we were not the only married couple she was tangled with. She was talking to other married couples as well.
So also, I'd like to point out that while I was talking to Amberlynn, she was talking to a girl named Danielle that was also married. I don't know, like, the full details behind that whole situation. I just know that I was kind of like the back burner person of this whole triangle that she had going on. Like, she was talking to another girl named Abby, and then she was telling me about her friend named Alexis, and then she was telling me about Danielle and how she was crazy over her and blah, blah, blah. And
things started getting more involved between me and her, and she kind of used her BPD as a crutch, saying, me not responding to her in like a timely manner, triggered her. And so it was almost like I was being like forced.
So we kept talking. She started becoming really possessive. She started, talking about Brittany, how I always choose her first, and that I won't be her girlfriend, and I wouldn't choose her. And so on, I think it was like Valentine's Day or whatever, she was giving me a hard time about it, and it more so felt forced, and that was through text. So if she tries to show those texts, you'll see that was a forced agreement for me and her to be in a relationship. And so I was like, so what would this relationship be? And she was like, just more loyal, more communication, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I can deal with that. I don't think that, we should do this anymore. Basically, like, I did give her the whole spiel, like, oh yeah, this isn't right. You don't deserve this. And no one else deserves this. She said, okay, friends it is. So I don't know who broke up with who.
So I don't know I don't know who broke up with who. I could care less. But after that day, she continued to message me. And I was in the bedroom with Brittany, and we were trying to watch a movie, and Brittany saw a message pop up on my phone. She said, who is that? And I said, it's Amber Lynn. She will not leave me alone. So that's where that third phone call came from. It wasn't Brittany being crazy and, stalking Amber Lynn and getting her phone number and flipping out on her. No, it was me having to get my wife involved to get out of this situation. And, yeah, I know that sounds stupid, cut her off, block her, whatever, but she messaged me from a fake phone number the next day and said that Brittany cornered her. She had to tell her everything. She wanted me to unblock her number and call her and then reblock it, and that, love makes her crazy. That's what she wanted. She wanted me to block her and then, or unblock her, talk to her, and then block her back. And I didn't even respond to it. I deleted it, which I shouldn't have deleted that, but
So what you're referring to, that crying phone call, she bawled like a little baby during the first phone call when I told her that I was going to send all the text messages, all the photos, all of that. That's when she started crying. The
Oh.
call was on July 4th when I had found out that she had reached out to Erika and would not stop. And I have that entire phone call recorded. We were watching a movie and I looked over and I seen like paragraphs upon paragraphs, and she switched her phone off real fast, and I was like, no, who are you talking to? And then, it came out that she was still talking to Amber. So the day I found out, I had called Amber and I'm like, so how long has this been going on? I didn't tell her who I was. Obviously, I was calling from Erika's phone. She just spilled it. She was crying. I'm like, that with all of this stuff that I have, all these texts, all these pictures, this would be a circus for you. Like, I could, really make things really difficult for you if I wanted to. But I didn't. I didn't try to get any kind of retribution. I was not vengeful. I did not say anything out of the way to her. I was just like, please, look, this is it. Stop contacting my wife, this is it. Just be done. Don't message her anymore. So then she started messaging her, and I didn't know that until recently, after Erika had already blocked her number, blocked her everything. Apparently, she was still trying to have a relationship with Erika after all of that. Block me and then unblock me. Like, who wants to stay with someone like that? Like, how desperate do you have to be trying to chase after a married woman? Me and Erika have been married for 9 years.